Okay, this is the setup that is on these engines. This is our harness and this is the emission module. You'll see where they connect. It's a green, a red, and a black that go to also a green, a red, and a black on the emission module. To check those colors, you might have to kind of press the braiding together to see the actual wire color. And then the blue wire is going off a different direction. It's going to the oxygen sensor. These are the parts that we are proposing to send to add the relay. This is the relay itself, and it has 4 pins. 3 of those pins already have a wire that we have put on them, and one of them is empty. The one that's empty is, if you look closely, it's going a different direction than the others. All of the others are going kind of with the same, like the edge, except that one that's empty. That one is going up and down. I think of this as a tree, and that being the trunk of the tree, and that's the one that's empty. The ones going around the tree all have wires, red, green, and black. And then we'll also send some zip ties that we'll get into. So to insert the relay into the system, the first thing you want to do is break all 3 of these joints, disconnect these 3 wires. And you'll see that the 3 on the emission side are all male and the 3 on the harness side are all female. Okay, step 1 for reassembling is to take the green female on the harness and connect it to that oddball pin, which I jokingly call the trunk of the tree. Then you have a red and a black that are left over. On these harnesses, you want to find the male red, and it goes into the female red from the harness. And then we've got the female black. It's kind of hard to get to. There we go. And you'll want to find the male of the 2 black ends that goes into it. Okay, so now all 3 of the wires on the harness are now connected appropriately, which leaves us 3 open wires that are disconnected currently. They're all 3 female, and they're red, green, and black, as color coded by the heat shrink on the outside, and they go to red, green, and black on the male on the emission module. Oh, and I should mention, this is if we're keeping this emission module. I think we're proposing that on the first batch that we will also send a full new emission module, and in that case you would discard the existing emission module and replace it with the new one. But they connect in, here I can see that's my red one. It goes in, my green one is here, and the black is the last one, and it is here. Then, I don't know if we have a real precise standard for zip tying these up, but you'll probably find that that folds over pretty naturally, and that would be a good place for one of the zip ties. Perhaps one here to kind of bundle this bundle. And I think you probably get the gist of it. Depending on where the emission module is actually mounted, you'll probably want to take another one and make a bundle over here. This is not incredibly important to be exactly the same place every time, just the place. The goal obviously is to get everything bundled and kept nice and tight and without any hanging wires. Cut the tail ends of the zip ties and it should be good to go.